Hello and welcome to the daily Forex report for March 6th. We are looking at the US Japanese yen pair. This pair has started to pull back, moving sideways. Look for this pair to potentially go as high as 81.86, possibly as low as 79.99. Look for some resistance around the 81.25 mark and look for some support around 80.00. Now we do have a strong trend line here that you can draw. Basically broke through it just barely, but currently above it, so it'll be interesting to see if it continues on lower or sticks to this. I would venture to say it's going to drop below that to some degree before it turns back around. Okay, now the Euro USD pair, this pair moved to the downside, continued lower, getting close to strong area of support. We are looking for it to potentially go up and hit some resistance around 131.75, potentially moving down and hitting support around 130.60. Now the pound US dollar pair, this pair closed down, moving sideways. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 159.44, possibly as low as 155.52. Look for some resistance to the upside around 157.80 and look for some support around 156.65. Now the US Swiss, this pair closed higher during this last session. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 0.9280, possibly as low as 0.9062. Look for some resistance around 0.9231 and look for some support around 0.9125. Okay, as far as news announcements, we actually have a lot of news announcements going into this next session. We have the New Zealand Reserve Bank releasing their rate decision. That is at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Consensus on that is that they're going to hold rates at 2.50%. Then at 6:50 p.m. we have the Japanese releasing their gross domestic product. Annualized, they're showing a increase from a negative 2.3% up to a negative 0.6%. So definitely getting close to a positive number there, which would be good news for the Japanese yen. Now we have a little bit later at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, we have the Australian employment change for February, as well as the unemployment rate for February. The change is showing a change from 46.3K to 5K, so pretty strong change there in unemployment. We're showing an increase to unemployment from 5.1% up to 5.2%. Not a huge jump there, but definitely going in the wrong direction, so keep an eye on that. Now, as far as trades, no, we don't. I know we don't typically look at the dollar, or the dollar versus the gold, but I wanted to take a look at it today. Let me zoom out a little bit. This is the day on the day time frame, and we are looking at a 200-day moving average. You can see we've bounced off of it a couple of times. If I went back even further, you can see that we've bounced off it before. Now in the 70s, when late 70s, early 80s, when gold had a big strong move to the upside, when it finally did come crashing down, it broke the 200-day moving average and then continued on lower, and it dropped from the 200-day moving average. Believe it or not, it dropped over 100% from where it broke it and closed below it. Not just broke it, but closed below it. To where it finally settled, and it was definitely a strong move. Now you can see that we've broken it a couple of times. Here it closed lower, came back up, and then opened up, and now it's closed below it again. So over the past, multiple years, we've been above the 200-day moving average way back into 08. But now we've closed below it again for the second time, and not too long of a time frame, just past several months. We had November and December time frame of last year and now we are in early March and we're breaking through it again. So not sure if this is signaling a strong move to the downside. However, it's definitely worth noting that last time it did drop over 100% from basically if you had shorted when it closed below it and then held on to it until the market came back and broke above the 200-day moving average. So I just wanted to let y'all know that. Definitely keep an eye on this level. We have some strong areas, previous areas of support at this level, resistance that would now be support as well historically. So we could see a strong move down to around the 1573 mark potentially. Now bouncing off the 200-day moving average could we could definitely see that as well. So definitely keep an eye on this. You can see that when you have strong moves, typically you have pullbacks, and now we've had another strong move to the downside. So we may get a couple more days before it pulls back again. Pullbacks are a great time to go short and then look for it to move lower. Hope that helps, and until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.